Hello there. I'm Helen Sadler, your destiny helper, coming to you once again. How are you? Thank you so much. I wanted you to know that I really appreciate you writing me. It means so much to hear from you and how these programs are really blessing you and helping you to understand where you are and assisting you in the freedom necessary and the growth necessary. I want you to know that I value your comments, I value your questions and your statements. So continue to write me at destinyhelper12s@gmail.com. Destinyhelper12s@gmail.com. And I will continue to answer your questions and write you. And those of you who say you're looking for a life coach, that's how you reach me. Destinyhelper12s.com. Leave your information and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much. And the line is oftentimes busy. If it is, I will call you back when it is convenient. Thank you. Let's go into some of the questions that you are answering. Don't forget to subscribe when I'm doing different programs or different special programs. All of those who subscribe will be alerted concerning the program, concerning these programs. So subscribe and like and share the page. I want to answer a question that was asked me, and I thought it was a very, very good question. And it is, what does the supply do? What are we there for? I want to talk about the job description of the supply. The supply is chosen by the narcissist. A lot of time it seems like you chose the narcissist, but the final thing is the narcissist choose you, because the narcissist is totally embedded on what they need. And they need different types of supplies. A lot of times we take and narrow the scope with the narcissist and say that the narcissist is looking for this type of supply. But the truth of it is the narcissists have different supplies for different reasons. And when they're looking for a primary supply, that's the supply that always get the most attention, is the primary supply, because that's long-term supply. And the long-term supply, the narcissist will even look to marry them. And they do this relatively quickly. You'll find that there's, even with a narcissist relationship, the relationship progresses speedily. You know, you meet them and all of a sudden they seem like they're the perfect one for you, and you wonder why it took you so long. Their love bombing is off the chain, and the love bombing is based on the need of the narcissist. When you're a primary supply, you're going to go to the top. You're going to get the best love bombing. Even they will spend money on you, take you out. Even those who may not have jobs, they will go find money to take the primary supply out, to make the primary supply think that they have something or are something that they're not, because the primary supply have to have certain characteristics. What characteristics? They have to have the ability to endure pain. They have to have the ability to forgive. They have to have the ability to have those boundaries move, and they have to have the ability to stay with it. And a lot of times they look for the supply with deep wounds. Deep wounds. Some of them want them highly intelligent. Some of them want them highly effective, highly influenced. Some want them highly financially able. And so that's why I was saying the job description of the supply can vary based on the needs of the narcissist, because the narcissist become a hunter, an employer looking for supply to fuel their gauge based on their need base. And so when they're looking for these supplies, one thing that may be common is there have to be a sense of where that supply can turn over quickly, that supply can be won quickly. If they go to a person that is shielded up, and they go to a person that has no way for them to enter into the emotional, compassionate base, a narcissist will not spend their time. Why? Because they will cause too much injury to that narcissist. So one of the job description of the supply, they have to have the ability to be compassionate. They have to have the ability to be very forgiving. They have to have the ability to understand, unless the narcissist, because sometimes a narcissist will look for another narcissist, and they need that narcissist to break them into submission, but they need the challenge of the breaking. So some narcissists hunt other narcissists, And then there are some narcissists, they're looking for empath. They're looking for, if you're not empathic, you got to be kind. Or they look for you to already have been traumatized, already have been exposed to a narcissist. So if you've been exposed to narcissism, or you've been with a narcissist, whether it's family, job, whatever, it's a precondition that you have been exposed to that help the narcissist to get in. And that precondition is a beacon to draw the narcissist to you. Because sometimes when you get in a relationship, you ask yourself, what happened? What did I do? I'm not a weak person. I am emotionally strong and very intelligent. How was they able to apprehend me like that? Has nothing to do with it. We all have some dysfunction in our lives, and the narcissist is a hunter. They are investigative. They're very intuitive. They will give you, in the time of the love bombing, whatever you need to get the information and the resource that will bring them into a position of control. You have no idea that you're being controlled. You think you're being loved. The narcissists know you're being controlled. They have an incapacitation to love like you want to be loved. They could care less. And then after being with you a while, not even the interest of that. The narcissists love every new supply because it's infallible. They are perfect. But the moment your humanity comes, the narcissists almost get angry at your humanity because it reminds them of themselves, and they go into immediate devaluation. So the job description, you got to be predisposed to some narcissistic dysfunction, have an inability to hold fast boundaries, be very compassionate, very loving. Some want intelligence, some want high finances, some want somebody, some of them even look for a narcissist. It's going to be contrary because you're going to fulfill their purpose. And some of them look for people who have gaping holes, failed relationship. You done been in so many failed relationships, or you had a spouse to die, a child to die, some sort of grievance. They need you with that. Or they need you in some sort of doubt, lack of confidence, because the more less assured you are, the easier they can conquer, because they have a sense of grandiosity and feel like you should be entitled. So that sense of entitlement help them against the lack of confidence that they would usually have when they're dealing with your lack of confidence, because they're going to over exaggerate themselves, over lift themselves up, and they're going to over have a level of confidence. And when you really think about it and get with them, it's all doubt, holes, and voids that the narcissists have. Those are some of the traits that the narcissists have. Those are some, just some. And I will come back with a part 2 on this, on the job description, because you have to be able to give fuel to the narcissists, because you are their service station. And this service station gives fuel. And if they got the money, and their money is a choice, and that's what they use for money, the decision to come to you to get the fuel from you, because you pay for the fuel. You pay for all the fuel they're getting. And the narcissists come to you when they need fuel. If they don't need fuel, they're good other fuel base, because you got some serial cheaters. And the one thing the narcissists learn, that because you are human and because you are emotional, that you can get stirred up and you can get tired and you can get angry and you can start backing off and you can start gray rocking them. So they know that. So the narcissists go outside to make sure they got other fuel bases in case you start acting up, in case you start cutting up. They don't have to put up with you. That's what the narcissists think. So they go out and become serial cheaters. They have tertiary bases, secondary bases, fourth bases. They even have chef bases where they may visit every 3 months, every 6 months. Some of them have them overseas where once a year they go to that person. They keep online with them telephonically through social media, but they're only going to see them once a year. And that once a year is going to fuel them while they keep all of the other bases in line. So narcissist job description is based on the needs of the narcissist. You said, what do they need me for? For whatever they need you for. Well, the educational process is not with the narcissist, it's with you. How you have to build. Notice characteristics. Notice time zone. Narcissists used to fall in a pattern. Notice their pattern. When they go out, when they come in, notice how long they stay in. Notice how long they stay out, because the narcissist will give an indication of how much fuel and how long they can handle it, and when they need to refuel. And you can tell when they need to refuel because a sense of love bombing or a sense of devaluation goes in. If they feel that because they need this negativity, because it means they're in control. If everything goes too good, that means you're in control. And the narcissist would throw a flagon in the fire. They would throw anything to mess it up, just to prove that you're not in control. The narcissist will not yield themselves to you. They will not give themselves to you. They will not allow you to control. A narcissist will leave and stay away for a week, a month. And some of y'all have known a narcissist stay away for months. And then they show back up like nothing ever happened. Right? Because you're a primary source. The primary source get this. The primary source get the long-term ghosting. The primary source, unless the narcissist, because you got the somatic narcissists, and they really care about what people think and say. And if you have them in the politics, they're doctors, they're lawyers, and they have a high profile, then they know that a high profile means that you need to keep that marriage together, like you can keep that family together. And they may look for the imagery. When they have the imagery, the narcissists don't want that relationship to fall apart. Be careful of the malignant narcissists that don't want the relationship to fall apart, because they will destroy the relationship than for it to fall apart, because imagery is everything. And to violate that imagery means to give them a narcissistic injury. The only reason they want a divorce is they divorce you, because they have put another primary source into play. And you can tell when another primary source is into play, because the character of that primary source become the mirror of that narcissist, because they have to be with them long term. So the narcissist will start to mirror a primary source, and you'll start to notice a pattern of behavior. It would be a consistent behavior, but it would be changed in that behavior, because when there are other with regular sources, they in and out and in and out, where so with the mirror be it be in and out. But when it's a consistent source and it's a consistent behavior, the narcissist is planning a replacement. And that's because you're probably too obstinate. You done got too wise. They can't bring you under subjection as easily. You're fighting more, and they'll know you getting frustrated. And you're getting so frustrated to the narcissist sixth sense telling me she's gonna leave, he's gonna leave, she's gonna dump me, they're gonna get out. So the narcissists work hard, because primary sources give different kind of fuel. No matter what they get out there, no matter how they serial cheat, primary sources give different kind of fuel. It's premium to just regular fuel. Regular fuel, they can get it all day. Premium fuel, they cannot. Why? Because that primary source has been taking time to sculpture, to mold. They've cost the narcissist a lot of injury. They've cost the narcissist a lot of time, and they've cost the narcissist a lot of fuel. And so when the narcissist invests energy in that primary source, the narcissist can be with 1,000 women. They are not going to leave that primary source, because it's a different kind of fuel, and it's a different kind of guaranteed. It's a different kind of work ethics that the narcissist put in that fuel. So these different fuels that the narcissist use, and these different people that the narcissist use, and this different kind of attention, the narcissist would change for the primary fuel. The narcissist will sacrifice for the primary fuel. The narcissist will go to limits with the primary fuel that they will not do with the other fuel, because they have to keep it for image sake. And to keep that image, they would be willing to pay to a limit a certain price, just to keep that deception going, just to keep that future faking going. And that's why for a minute it seems good. For a minute, that's why you don't listen to nobody. Oh, you don't know how much he loved me. You don't know what they do. Oh, you don't know how they make love to me. You don't know. And everybody else looking at what that narc is doing. How they talk to you, because you excuse that. How they treat you, because you excuse that. How they do the kids, because you excuse that. Oh, they spent the money this time, but next time. And the next time down the line, 50 other time, and you excuse that. And what happened is a lot of times you can look through rose-colored glasses and the outside view is the true view. But a lot of times, cognizant dissonance help or deflection help you to get rid of that, to minimize that, to excuse that. And that's why the narcissist like the primary supply, because the primary supply has been equipped to undergird the narc and to excuse them, to rub their head and feet, to open the door, to leave and come back, which is the worst thing you can do, because you're going to be tremendously tormented for thinking you could leave and then got the nerve to come back. So the primary source, which is mostly what we dealt with today, is a tremendous amount of energy, focus, but they got the most pain. They get the most suffering because you got the most time with the narc. And the narcissist wants you to know, think because I come home to you, that you're going to control me. You think because I make love to you all the time. We ain't making love having sex with you, that you can whoop it on me and control me. I'm going to learn a new move. Why? Because you are faithful to me, but I'm not faithful to you. You better not cheat on me. You better not go outside the confines of this relationship, or I'm out of here. And the narcissists work hard because you got to remember, a primary source has to be overwhelmed by their love for the narcissist. They got to be just crazy in love with the narcissist. And the narcissists think, I'm going to make love to them till they scream. And it's not that the love is so good, it's that you're addicted to the spirit of the narcissist. And then you got some bad boys that know how to do it. And when they do, you got some bad girls that know how to do it. And when they do, the supply, the job description varies based on the need of the narcissist. What is your job description? You say, how can I know? Based on the need of the narcissist. They are always in full display, and they're never, ever hidden. You don't even have to guess what it is. They will tell you happily what it is, because it's a sense of entitlement. Well, once you know your job description, it's always going to tell you your torture, your torment, because it's never going to stay at the stasis of operation. It's going to minimize to the stasis of devaluation. And the devaluation is the plug in the wall. That's where the juice comes. How do I get out of it? Educate yourself. Build yourself. Remember I told you in the beginning, a full volatile level of confidence is scary for the narcissist. When you're not easily moved, when you're not easily shaken, when you're not easily broken. Some narcissists won't back off because they want what they want, but you don't break. They will back off. Not every narcissist hit their target. They don't hit the golf ball in the hole, and they don't make a home run. And that's why you can look at other people in narcissistic relationships and say, what was wrong with me? They didn't want me. No, baby, they saw something in you that didn't want them. And rather than to be injured, they left you alone. You should shout and clap your hands 1,000 times. Because the narcissists do not get every supply. Unfortunately, a lot of them get a lot of supply. Even the ones that they thought nobody would ever, they did, and some of them, they still are. Educate yourself. Strengthen your mind. Strengthen your will. Have a good support around you that's able to tell you the truth. Practice accepting truth, even when it's hard. So when they tell you the truth, you won't deflect. Keep them in your life. Don't introduce them immediately to new loves that come in your life, because the narcissist can be very impactful and influential. And the person you think they won't get next to, they can. And often will, but not every time. Sometimes your friends can see them and say something is wrong there. Listen to them. Because remember, the narcissist don't always get their prey. And some don't always become a prey. And those that do don't stay a prey. And then some that haven't awakened, they're still a prey. This is the necessity of this video. I want you to write me, destinyhelper12s@gmail.com. Let's talk. Let's see where you are. Let's see, do you need to leave the job? Or do you need to fire the employee? Let's see. Let's talk. Let's see, is the job offering you what you want at the grade that you need it? Let's talk about it. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Like and share the page. It ain't over. Because you're growing wiser, stronger. You say, oh, not me. Promise. Listen to the videos over and over again. Over and over again. You'll see you're stronger than what you think. I'm Helen Sadler, your Destiny Helper. See you in the next video.